Let's be honest, most sailing gear looks solid in the ads, but out on the water, a lot of it just doesn't cut it. I've had gear snap, leak, or flat-out fail when things got rough. But there are a few items that really hold their own, gear that's earned a permanent spot aboard my boat. In this video, I'm sharing 10 pieces of kit I've used or seen used in real conditions. Some are must-haves, others are just smart to keep around, but I'll give you my honest take on what's actually worth it. If you're curious about anything, I've dropped Amazon affiliate links in the description below. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it helps support the channel if you decide to pick something up. Headlamps are one of those little tools that seem minor until you really need one. The 77 Outdoor Rechargeable Headlamp has been a solid companion for those middle-of-the-night anchor checks, reefing in rough weather, or digging through lockers in the dark. What makes this one stand out is its reliability and hands-free ease. It's lightweight but tough enough to take a few knocks, and the battery life has lasted me through several night watches without needing a recharge. I like that it's USB rechargeable, so I can top it off with my onboard solar setup. It's got multiple brightness settings, including red light mode, which is perfect for preserving night vision. Plus, it's water resistant. Important when salt spray is flying around or when you're caught in a surprise squall. It's not the fanciest headlamp out there, but it's practical and does what it's supposed to do without fuss. That's exactly what you want on a boat. If you're doing night passages or just want to keep one in the cockpit for emergencies, this little guy is worth its spot aboard. Check the affiliate link in the description if you're curious about picking one up. A handheld VHF is something every sailor should have within arm's reach, and the Uniden Atlantis 155 has proven itself as a reliable backup, or even a main unit on smaller boats. What I like most about it is how easy it is to use. The controls are simple, the screen is clear even in sunlight, and it floats. Yeah, floats, and it lights up when it hits the water. That alone has saved my hide more than once when it slipped out of a pocket or hand while scrambling around in rough weather. It's water-resistant to marine standards, so it can take spray, rain, and the occasional dunk without giving up. Battery life is solid, and it comes with both rechargeable and alkaline battery trays, handy if you're off-grid and running low on charging options. Reception is good too. I've used it to call marinas from a few miles out or hail nearby vessels without issue. It's not built for transatlantic comms, but for coastal cruising, dinghy runs, or as a safety backup. The Atlantis 155 hits a sweet spot of price and performance. Check the affiliate link in the description if you want to keep one in your grab bag or cockpit. This jacket wasn't designed just for sailors. It's a shell used in all kinds of high-vis work environments, but it's become one of my go-to pieces of gear for wet, windy passages. The Helly-Hansen Alta High Visibility Shell is waterproof, windproof, and just breathable enough to keep you from feeling like you're wearing a plastic bag. It's not insulated, so you'll want to layer underneath, but that actually makes it more versatile across seasons. The visibility factor is huge. When you're moving around the deck at night, or in low visibility conditions, being seen is a safety issue. This jacket is neon bright with reflective strips in all the right places. I've had it on during foggy mornings, night crossings, and busy harbor entries. It makes a difference. It holds up well to constant wear, resists salt buildup, and the zippers are rugged enough to last more than a season. It's not marketed as a marine jacket, but it performs like one, and at a lower price than most big sailing brands. If you're looking for high-vis, waterproof protection that'll keep you dry without draining your wallet, this one's worth checking out. Links in the description. Gloves are one of those things you don't think much about until your hands are raw from line handling, winching, or dealing with cold, wet gear. The marine gear, three-finger sailing gloves have become a favorite of mine because they strike a nice balance between protection and dexterity. I like the three-finger design. It keeps your index finger and thumb free for tying knots or working small hardware, while still protecting your palms and the rest of your fingers. The grip is solid, even when wet, and they dry reasonably fast. I've used mine for reefing, anchoring, and docking, and they've held up to the abuse. They're not bulletproof, you'll eventually wear through them if you're sailing full-time, but for weekenders or coastal cruisers, they're well worth the small investment. They're especially good for folks who aren't used to handling rough lines and want to avoid blisters or rope burns. I keep a pair in my flea pocket and another in my ditch bag. If you're on the fence about gloves, these are a great intro set that'll show you why seasoned sailors never leave the dock without them. Links in the description. A proper first aid kit isn't optional, it's essential. I've patched up more scrapes, cuts, and mystery bruises than I can count, and when something bigger happens offshore, you need to be ready. The MFASCO Marine Emergency First Aid Kit is one of the better all-in-one options I've come across. It's well-stocked, clearly labeled, and packed in a waterproof hard case that's easy to store and grab quickly. It covers everything from minor cuts and burns to more serious injuries like sprains or deep wounds. It includes tools like tweezers, trauma shears, and a CPR mask, not something you'll find in every off-the-shelf kit. Plus, it has seasickness tablets, antiseptics, and gloves, which are things you'll reach for way more often than you think. What I appreciate most is how organized everything is. When you're dealing with an injury and the boat's rolling, you don't want to be digging through a jumbled bag of medical stuff. This kit keeps it all neat and accessible. If you sail solo or with crew, having a proper medical setup like this isn't just smart, it's potentially life-saving. There's an affiliate link in the description if you want to take a closer look. There's always something that needs tightening, cutting, bending, or fixing on a boat, and when you're in the middle of nowhere, having a solid multi-tool can be the difference between a small hiccup and a real problem. The WETOLS Multitool has found a permanent home in my cockpit bag. It's tough, well-built, and packs in just about everything you'd want: pliers, screwdrivers, wire cutters, saw blade, knife, file, and more. It's not a luxury piece, but it's dependable and functional. I've used it for everything from fixing a broken zipper to cutting a seized line. The locking mechanism feels secure, and the stainless steel construction has held up well against the salt and moisture so far. It's got that sturdy, no-nonsense feel that you want in a multi-tool on a moving boat. Is it going to replace your full toolbox? No, but it's a perfect tool to keep in your pocket when going ashore, up the mast, or into tight compartments. It's saved me more than once when I didn't want to dig out my full set of tools. If you're looking for a solid multi-tool that won't empty your cruising fund, check the affiliate link in the description. Now this one might surprise you. An electric screwdriver on a sailboat? Sounds like overkill, until you try one. The HOTO electric screwdriver is compact, USB rechargeable, and strong enough to handle most light to medium-duty jobs aboard. Installing cabinet hardware, adjusting latches, fixing interior trim, it's perfect for all those little projects that pile up on a liveaboard. What makes it boat-friendly is its size and portability. It's small enough to tuck into a drawer, and with USB charging I can top it off from my solar power setup. It's got multiple torque settings and comes with a good variety of bits. No, it's not built for driving big lag bolts into deck beams, but for routine maintenance and cabin work, it's a game changer. I also appreciate how it saves your wrist. If you're doing a lot of repetitive work, tightening hose clamps for example, it's faster and way less tiring than doing it by hand. It won't replace your manual screwdriver set entirely, but as a supplement, it earns its keep. If you're someone who likes to keep the boat shipshape without spending all day doing it, this little gadget is worth checking out. Links in the description. This is one of those pieces of gear you hope you never need, but if things go sideways, you'll be damn glad you have it. The ACR RESQLINK AIS-PLB 450 is a personal locator beacon with built-in AIS, Automatic Identification System, GPS, and a 406 MHz signal that alerts search and rescue. If you go overboard or find yourself in real trouble offshore, this beacon can quite literally save your life. The AIS feature is a huge plus. It means nearby vessels with AIS can see your position almost instantly, which speeds up rescue dramatically, especially in MOB situations. It's waterproof, compact, and easy to clip onto a life jacket or harness. I keep mine on me whenever I'm offshore, working on deck at night, or sailing solo. Registration is simple, and battery life is solid for an emergency device. I also like that it self-tests easily, so I can check it regularly without draining the battery. If you sail out of sight of land, or even if you just want an extra layer of safety close to shore, this is an investment worth making. It's peace of mind in your pocket. Affiliate links down in the description. Let's talk about one of the most unglamorous but critical pieces of gear aboard, the humble hand bilge pump. Whether your automatic system fails, your electric pump can't keep up, or you just need to clear out water from a dinghy or locker, a compact hand pump is the kind of tool that earns its keep quietly and quickly. I've had this little manual bilge pump aboard for years, and while I don't use it every day, I've been mighty grateful for it during the odd leak or gear rinse down. It's lightweight, easy to stash, and simple to operate even when everything's sloshing around. I've used it to clear out water from cockpit lockers, drain a flooded dinghy, and once to help a neighboring boat bail out their flooded cabin during a storm. No batteries, no wires. Just a straightforward pump with a long enough hose to reach where it needs to. It's a solid backup, and on small boats, it might be your only pump. If you're not carrying a manual bilge pump, you're taking a big risk. This compact one gets the job done without taking up much space. Check out the link in the description if you need one aboard. If you're doing any serious offshore sailing, an EPIRB isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline. The ACR GlobalFix V5 EPIRB is one of the top-tier options out there, and it's what I currently carry aboard. This thing is built for worst-case scenarios. When activated, it sends a distress signal via satellite, transmits your GPS location, and gets help headed your way fast. What sets the V5 apart is that it also has ReturnLink service, RLS, which means once your distress call is received, you actually get a confirmation signal back. That feedback is huge in a crisis. It also includes AIS functionality, which means vessels nearby can pick up your signal and possibly reach you even before the rescue services do. It's buoyant, waterproof, and has a built-in strobe light. I keep it mounted in a quick access spot near the companionway, ready to go if things hit the fan. You hope you never touch it, but knowing it's there brings a real sense of security. If you sail offshore, or even in remote coastal areas, having a proper EPIRB like this is non-negotiable. It's your voice when you got no other way to call for help. Links in the description. Alright, that's the rundown. 10 solid bits of gear that I think are actually worth having aboard. Some of them are everyday workhorses, others are the kind of safety gear you hope you never need. But all of them have earned their place on my boat, or on boats I trust. Sailing throws all kinds of surprises at you, and the right gear doesn't just make life easier. It can keep you safe, dry, and ready when the unexpected happens. Hopefully, this list helps you sort the useful from the fluff. If any of these caught your eye, I've dropped Amazon affiliate links down in the description so you can check them out for yourself. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps support the channel a bit if you end up grabbing something. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay safe, stay salty, and I'll see you out there.